What is going on, guys? Back again with another free pick video. This time for Sunday night football. We got the Colts versus the Vikings. So got some good plays there. And we also got some a Monday night game that's a pretty good game with the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. So kind of mix and match them a little bit. Talk some strategy and stick around because I got two 20x plays for you guys as well. So you can check those out also. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So obviously scroll to the bottom of the screen. And we have, they're a little out of order. So we got Vikings versus Indy. And obviously the Vikings have the significant favor to beat the Colts. Anthony Richardson's not in, not like he would help. And we got Joe Flacco. And it's kind of relieving to see Joe Flacco play. We'll see how he does. I mean, obviously, he did great for the Browns last year. And in the full game he played this year with the Colts, he did great. So I think this will be a little bit of a sigh of relief for quarterback receiver props, especially someone who is personally victimized by someone who drafted Anthony Richardson in fantasy football. It is what it is. But I really like Joe Flacco going up against Minnesota. Like I said, they are the underdogs, so I do think they're going to be behind by, probably 2 scores most of this game. So we're going to do what Joe Flacco does, and he's going to toss that ball up. They got plenty of receiving help, but we will figure that out later. So we got Joe Flacco. I'm going to take the over there. And then as far as receiver goes, obviously it's a little tough to dictate receivers with the Colts right now, but mostly just because of Anthony Richardson. So Anthony Richardson has not been doing too good. So we haven't really seen what these receivers can do. But obviously we have Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Alec Pierce. You could work in some Jonathan Taylor receiving yards as well. And then we also have Adonai Mitchell from Texas. So right now, I really do like Josh Downs. Obviously, he's been the most consistent. I swear every time I like Michael Pittman, I don't want to do that. He does me a little dirty. So definitely not as consistent, but who knows? Because we don't really know because this was all with Anthony Richardson. So I know that this one game with Joe Flacco, he did get 113 yards, but we don't know where they're going to go. But I really love Josh Downs. I think he's going to have a hell of a game. I think that he is just as much of a wide receiver 1 caliber as Pittman, and I just like him this week. I think he's going to get a big bulk of the action, and like he did last week. So I'm going to take Michael Pittman this week. I am going to make a couple different plays for VIP, so I might mix in Pittman. Honestly, I might even mix in Alec Pierce. I know that the one game that Flacco played, even the game that he stepped up for Richardson, he found those big plays for Alec Pierce. He is a little bit of a sleeper, but we'll save that for tomorrow for the VIP. And then who I'm going to pair this with, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I hate doing same game plays because Prize Picks drops the payout. So I am going to mix this in a little bit with some Monday Night Football, and I'm going to take Baker Mayfield over 239.5 pass yards. Not only has Baker thrown for well over 330 yards or so the past 3 weeks, but clearly they're going to be the underdogs against the Chiefs. And I personally really hope they beat the Chiefs. I think that would be great. The Chiefs are, kind of frustrating this year. They get a lot of wins, but they're just barely scraping by. And I do see a scenario where the Bucs do beat the Chiefs, but we have to play it by the odds. And the Chiefs are favored by, I think they're like a 6-1 favorite. So pretty heavily favored, not the most favored, but pretty heavily favored. And I just, can see the Bucs definitely being from behind. So I'm going to take the over on Baker Mayfield. Now, I know we don't have Chris Godwin and I know we don't have Mike Evans, but don't let that worry you because last week was a perfect example of why it doesn't matter. Baker Mayfield still threw for like 345 yards last week. I know they didn't get the win, but that doesn't really matter. But we do have a good person to pair that with. And that person is the tight end, Cade Otton. So Cade Otton's obviously the number 1 receiver. Well, I guess he's a tight end, but he's still a receiver. We do have Jalen McMillan, but just can't really trust him. I mean, they have him at 40.5. he hasn't. I don't even think he's hit that once this year. So could be a little bit of a trap. I'm sure he might go over this. Who knows? But I'm not gonna trust that just yet. Um, let's see. Do they have anyone else on the board? They got Rashad White, Bucky Irving. Seems like that is about it for the Bucks. I know they usually have Sterling Shepard, which I kind of like Sterling Shepard. I mean, that's Baker's boy from OU. But let's play it safe. We got Cade Otton. I think it's great that they still have him at 48.5, especially with the numbers he's been putting up. He's got the last 2 weeks, he has gotten 181 yards. So the fact that that average hasn't, averaged out and it's still at 48.5, I really love that play. So we got Joe Flacco and Josh Downs over, and then we got Baker Mayfield with Cade Otton over. Love that play right there. We'll lock that in. Now, I also have two more plays. One is for the early game. So right now it is Saturday. I'm doing this a little early. It's Saturday night. And if you catch this in time, these plays are good for tomorrow at noon. So I have this play right here. And this is for mostly the noon games. I got CeeDee Lamb. I talked about this in my video today. By the way, if you are catching this, I did already make a video for the noon game, so I'll link that down below. So if you're catching this before noon on Sunday, make sure to check that video out and show some support over there. I got a great play over there as well. So we got CeeDee Lamb at 25.5 longest catch. He has literally hit that every single game this year. So really love that play, especially going up against Atlanta. Personally, I think this could be a shootout at noon against the Falcons. Then we got Josh Allen versus Miami. And like I talked about in my video earlier today, outside of the one game that they played, they obviously played Miami. They obviously played them twice a year. And they obviously played them earlier this week or earlier this year. I think it was week 2. It was the game where Tua, kind of got hurt, and that kind of changed the dynamic. Tua has definitely it's been proven that he is kind of the glue to that offense. And they obviously haven't been the same since. So it was refreshing to see him last week, and I think he kind of had to knock the rust off a little bit, and this should be a hell of a game. But anyway, Josh Allen, the past 2 years, every time they play, he has gotten well over 300 yards. So to have this as a boosted prop at 295, I really love that. To the next one, we got Derrick Henry, 19.5. I talk about this prop every single week. I've smashed this prop every single week. Derrick Henry blows this out of the water. The only time he didn't get this was week 1, his first game playing with the Ravens. And obviously he got plenty of yards. He just didn't get a longest rush. But other than that, he has blown this out of the water. I think he's gotten 80-something yard rush in 2 games. He gets 50-yard rushes all the time. So this was at 21.5 last week. So to have it at 19.5 this week is absolutely insane. And then we got Saquon Barkley. Just again, he's hit this like 6 out of the last 7 games. So really love his 107.5 rush plus receiving yard. That's a 20x play right there for you. So low risk, high reward. Love these plays on better. And then we also have this is for the late game. So the Sunday night football, and then paired with the Monday night football play. So you'll have plenty of time to lock this one in. And we got Baker at 283.5. Again, he's thrown for like 330 yards the past 3 games. And then going up against the Chiefs, where they are a pretty big underdog, they're going to be playing from behind. They're going to be forced to throw. So again, to have a boosted prop like this at 283.5, that is amazing. So I like that. Travis Kelce, he's definitely starting to get his shit together again. I know he had a rough couple weeks in the beginning. Maybe Taylor Swift had to get on his ass and said that she's not going to date some scrub tight end. So he had to start ramping it up a little bit. But I like his longest catch right here. He's hit this a couple times this week or this season. And I do really like this longest catch, though, because the games he didn't hit this longest catch, he also didn't hit his receiving yards. So it kind of correlates there. But there's a couple games where he didn't hit his receiving yards, but he did hit this longest catch. So that's why I do like these longest catch props. I know a lot of people are scared of these props, but they're honestly really good. I really like these props. So we got Travis Kelce at 20.5 longest catch. Next one, Aaron Jones, 11.5 longest catch. If I remember right, I could be wrong, but I think he's actually hit this every single game this year as well. There might be one game that he didn't, but I'm pretty sure it's every game this year. So really like this longest catch. He gets a lot of receiving yards. He's one of those style of running backs. So really love these props for those types of running backs. And then the last one is Joe Flacco, 237.5 pass plus rush. Now, the only reason I know he's not a rushing quarterback, but the only reason I took it at pass plus rush is because it was the exact same. So on BETR, you can go look yourself. His line for just pass yards is set at 237.5. So why not take the pass plus rush in case he does get rushed and add a little more to that pot? So that's a great play. Both of these plays I really love. Like, I honestly feel like there's no way that at least one of these plays doesn't hit. I'm sure, maybe someone will bust it, but these are great picks. I really love both of these. So if you want to lock these in and you're not already on BETR, I have this little graphic up for you, and just use code CaliLocks right here. Matches your first deposit up to $200. So if you put in 200, you get an extra 200. So you'll have 400 in your account. It is not necessary to put 200. You can put $20 in, you'll get an extra $20. You get the gist. It matches your first deposit all the way up to $200. And then it also gives you 2 or 3 free squares on top of that. So you'll literally get, let's just say Joe Burrow 0.5 pass yards. So you'll get a couple free squares when you sign up with code CaliLocks as well. So make sure to take advantage of that, guys. So I got you these 2 free plays. Hopefully you guys catch this one in time, because I really love this one as well. And then I gave you that free play on Prize Picks. So I'm giving you guys free plays every single day, 7 days a week. So you're going to want to follow my page. So make sure to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you see these free pick videos every time I post them. And then most of all, just show some support back. I'm giving you free plays. Give me some support back. Like this video, comment showing some support, and I will catch you guys on the next free pick video for Monday night. Peace.